Good afternoon, this is my Shaman Oracle reading for this new week. Today I'm reading for Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer, and this reading here is for Cancer. Welcome Cancer. We start with the Psychic Tarot card. Out for you came Trapped in Fear. This card reveals that it is actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, so preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who is holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they cannot see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they are afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. So seek out wise counsel for assistance. You do not have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself. You are forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. The Good Tarot has two chosen cards that I picked. I shuffled them, of course. They came out by themselves. So the first card is the card Love. And love is about oneness. Say this, in all of life there is only the illusion of separation. In fact, we are all reflections of one another. When I make choices, I tend to see things as either or. What if every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing, and an exploring? When I choose to see the unity in all things, magic abounds. Love is all around me. Spirit loves me unconditionally, and I can give and receive abundant love. And the card number 2 is the Emperor. And the Emperor is authority. See this? Following the rules right now is exactly what I should be doing. People in authority come to my aid and give me good advice when I ask for it. I can have the strong confidence that this card suggests. Dealings with institutions like banks, governments, or schools are also highlighted at this time. The Rose Oracle card that came out is the Rose Thread, and it is about inner call, a soul-led life, the mystic, and living courageously. This is the card of the mystic, the one who is in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They are dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to following their intuition and living in accordance with that, to live by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose, to begin in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysterious for thousands of years. The rose thread is the invisible path that a mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is different for every single person. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call, and those who do so find great reward. So this card is a sign that you are being called to follow this initiatory path led by the thread deep within. You may find that you are in a place of great change and are being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. So this card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It is acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. Say this rose transmission, even when things feel unclear, especially when they do, I trust that I'm always led from within. The Divine Feminine Oracle card that came out is Shekinah. And Shekinah is the presence of the Divine Feminine. And she says, at the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. So who is she? The Shekinah represents the omnipresence and the immanence of the Divine Feminine. The word Shekinah in Hebrew means to settle, to inhabit, or to dwell. It represents an experience of the divine presence right here in the body and in the world. In Kabbalism, that is the mystical Judaism, the Shekinah is the feminine aspect of God, and she is depicted as a piercing, radiant light. She is the experience of the presence of God within us as the soul of God. To the Kabbalist, honoring the feminine is of the utmost importance. This is why the red thread of protection is worn on the left wrist, which is the receiving feminine side of the body. In Kabbalistic teachings, the Shekinah is represented in the tree of life as the pillar of balance. She is the force that unites the opposites. She brings heaven to earth, and she unites the body and soul. And because of her, there can be a direct path of communion between humanity and divinity. Because of her, we can experience God right here in this moment and right here in the body. When the card comes up in your reading, it means that in the Zohar, the main sacred text in Kabbalah, the Shekinah is described as being a world within the world, as a bright radiance at the center of everything. All life on earth, all consciousness is a part of her light and is therefore sacred. The metaphysical theory of immanence is that the divine presence is manifested in the material world. So there isn't actually any matter, whether organic or inorganic, that isn't also a part of the divine. The Shekinah is light that inhabits your body, your cells, and is in the cells of all the people and objects that you see around you. She is also about pure experience. She is the message, the truth, that there is a light at the center of everything that happens to us, both the good and the bad. And the Shekinah is the reminder that we are not just this body or this pain we might be going through or this confusing moment in our brief life. We are light. We are molecules of heaven in human form. And right now, we can just know this. We can experience the light we are. That is the miracle and the answer we actually need. Not words or meaning, but simply and more profoundly pure, radiant being. So say this soul voice meditation, enter the heart and repeat this mantra. I am light. What images or words arise? No, I am light, and see what images or words arise. And say this intention: at the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. And the last card is the wisdom of the House of Night Oracle, and out came High Priestess of Earth. The goddess Nyx says to you, when you choose the symbol of the High Priestess of Earth, I, Nyx, the goddess of night, am nudging you to take care of your health and your beautiful body. My vampire High Priestess of Earth symbolizes all things in the physical world, your body, the body of Earth, and the things you surround yourself with. Now is the time to eat well, get rest, and connect to the power of the earth by walking barefoot. Be mindful, knowing you are a child of flesh and bone who came alive through the blending of earth magic and your spirit. If your question is about a situation with a friend or a love interest, know that the High Priestess of Earth is asking you to wait until you see tangible evidence of what you seek to understand about this relationship. Perhaps a first kiss or some shared activity will give you more insight into your question. So stay grounded and wait and see. So that was the reading for you, Cancer. I do thank you for listening. I wish you a most joyous whole week. Take care and goodbye.